Travel to the Repulse Bay Hotel to dig up information on the Vilma. The free ones. Yeah, Gobbet had a better fetish this time. So it seems like she has one fetish for each mission. Maybe. We did get a level upgrade for her, so might have been a explanation on that. Still, I'm assuming she has one free fetish. Exit stage left. You arrive at the eponymously named Repulse Bay, a gleaming hotel and apartment building on the shores of Repulse Bay, Hong Kong Island. Rolling storm clouds choke the sky, lending the structure a sinister appearance. As you push through the store's doors and into the building, a sudden break in the clouds reveals a sun that's gone red as blood. You make your way into the ground floor elevator. The attendant pays you no mind. As the car begins to climb, you hear the sound of merriment drawing closer. As the doors slide open, you find Neville Ma's party in full swing. Pate. Hmm. Hmm. It's more of a mage thing. Now I'll keep the stuff we have. Right. Elevator this gorgeous you into the mezzanine with little fanfare. Off in the distance you can hear the sound of clinking glasses, carefree laughter, and silverware on china. I'm kinda out of my element here, Uncle Bob. I'm not much of a party person. I do wanna handle this. Check the apartment first. My vote is party. Can we go to the party? Hmm, let's go to the party and see if we can dig anything up. If you think you can get us in, lead the way. Cobbett drops her hands together excitedly. The catering at these things is always top-notch. We are talking caviar, Uncle Bob, booze with gold flakes in it. I think that I might smell pheasant. Duncan shakes his head at Cobbett. I don't understand how you can be hungry. I just watched you power down a dozen dumplings and a pitcher of oxtail soup. Oh, I'm not hungry. Don't think I could eat another bite. But I do have a messenger bag and about 20 empty pockets. He pats the bag at her side. Come on, Uncle Bob, let's go mingle. Ugh, stealing food. Jesus Christ, people. Waiter, security guard. Today's special Buddha's Delight. A sullen-looking troll stands on the periphery of the kitchen. He turns to you, shoulders slumped forward, and sighs. No restaurant service tonight. The kitchen staff's too busy with the party to serve anyone. Wish I could get onto that balcony. He sniffs the air wistfully. All that delicious food. See, this guy knows what's up. Looks fancy. Who's throwing this shindig? A treat producer, I think. Saw some actors out there earlier. Someone who acts in Promises in Moonlight. He fiddles shyly. Have you seen the show? Should I lie? Because um, sure, I'll lie. Of course, can't wait for the new season. We know that the new season is coming up. His eyes widen excitedly. Me too. That twist with Lady Chung in the last episode, or a cliffhanger. I couldn't believe it. Me neither. Good luck with the kitchen, buddy. You have to be careful about this lying business. Matrix data link. I want to start with the matrix data links. So we might be able to pass as waiters, I suppose. The ragged waiter manages to straighten up as you approach. Good evening, sir. Welcome to the veranda of the Repulse Bay. How may I be of service? What's with the guard by the balcony? There's a private party outside and our establishment provides security for any event that requires it. But don't worry, the balcony will be free again in a few hours. Look exhausted. Why don't you take a break? Not yet. I can't afford to miss any tips. I went to Macau last week and it wiped me out. Bad luck with the horses, you know. Yeah, we can ask some information from him, but maybe we don't need to. Security guard stands in front of the patio, bored expression on his face. He looks you up and down as you approach. Private party, pal. Invitation only. Are you kidding me? I was just in there talking to Kevin Chu. Don't tell me you've already forgotten my face. Security guard pauses. He leans forward and scans your face, his expression uncertain. For a moment he steps back. Yeah, I remember you. Talking to Kevin Chu. Terribly sorry, sir. It won't happen again. Penelope Wong. Neville Ma. Do, sir. Okay, what exactly do we need to do here anyway? Find incriminating evidence on Neville Ma. Partygoer raises an eyebrow at your approach. You're serving century-old Cabernet like punch here. It's hard to believe, considering how much a single bottle costs. But it's even harder to believe Mr. Ma's hosting this party so soon after his accident. I heard about that. Doesn't seem to have slowed him down. The man's a machine. He smirks, amused by himself. Though he's very likely a machine, literally. Not literally, but he might as well be the way he sprang up back after being T-boned at 140 clicks an hour. There must be something to it. I mean, most people would be dead by that. That's quite a feat. How did he survive? I don't know how, but here he is, alive and kicking, no dining, regaling, what have you. If you ask me, it's all that positive key the fans have stirred up. I heard there were entire message boards praying for him and making offerings at the temples. Matrix is nuts for promises in Moonlight. If Ma hadn't negotiated a second season, his fans would have just as easily have turned on him. that's all it takes to win immortality, maybe I should become famous too. Isn't that why we're all here? Be famous, become famous, or make someone else famous. He catches sight of someone across the room and waves. Lisa, over here! Gives you a curt nod. Nice talking to you. Let's try to be polite. Guess there's a storm coming. That'll be Wong. Wong? Wong, Wong, Wong. I have no idea what I'm doing. Basically, I don't have a plan what I'm trying to achieve with this. The glamorous starlet flashes you a standard celebrity smile, lovely but emotionless. Good evening, Penelope Wong, but please call me Penny. Pleased to meet you, Penny. Name's Argyle. She lifts her drink and takes a tentative sip. What brings you to our little soiree, Mr. Argyle? I don't believe I've seen you around the studio before. This might be an inconsequential choice, but you never know. Who are we? I represent some interested parties who'd like to collaborate with Yellow Spring Studios. They wanted me to make sure Neville's injuries were as minor as they'd heard. No, I don't know if I want to go that far. What's business? I'm surprised Mr. Moss up and about so soon after his accident. She nods eagerly. We all are, I must admit. I nearly died of fright when I heard what happened. But to look at Neville now, you'd never guess he'd been hurt. It's miraculous, isn't it? We could try baiting her. I'll keep it secret if you will. It's a shame the rumor mill caught wind though. I think that's very risky. Miracles cost a lot of new yen these days. Must have been some expensive treatment. You think so? She sips her drink. I've never stayed in a hospital myself. Don't believe the paparazzi either. My nose has never seen the knife. Is it very expensive? Undergo such miraculous treatments, that is. Very expensive. Do you think he's gotten someone new to invest in the studio? Someone new? For a moment she's lost in thought, face twisted in concentration. No, I don't think so, but Neville did make some new friends while he was in Guangzhou. Go on. There was a woman, can't remember her name, who now visits Neville regularly. I hear she's quite the fashionista. Well, a powerful man like him must make a lot of friends. Penelope shrugs. They seem to get on well. I'm a little sad he's never introduced us though. She's supposed to make an appearance tonight. I'm very much looking forward to meeting her. Penelope's gaze drifts over your shoulder for a moment, and she smiles at someone behind you. Oh, please excuse me. That's Mr. Yao, and I promised him I'd say hello tonight. Enjoy your party. Thank you, Penny. It was a pleasure. Find more about Ma's friend. Well, it's not like this isn't helping us. How the hell are we gonna get Neville Ma? Maybe we should not talk to him yet. Well, I did say, and I have a very good charisma. Neville Ma is dressed in an immaculate suit, surveying his party from the edge of the balcony. As you approach, he inclines his head respectfully. Good evening, Mr. I'm sorry, I don't believe we've been formally introduced. He straightens his rich watch. I'm Neville Ma, owner of the Yellow Spring Studios. Pleasure's all mine, Mr. Ma. Call me Mr. Ardent. Thanks so much for hosting the gala. You're very welcome. It's important to show the industry and the press that Promises in Moonlight is doing well, and that we're still a local operation. Hope that you're enjoying yourself. Use astral perception to ascend Neville Ma. Focusing your senses, you concentrate on Ma's aura. Your third eye slides open, unveiling the hidden reality of the astral plane. The walls of the veranda balcony go grey and cold, and Neville Ma explodes into scintillating light. Judging by the state of his aura, Ma appears to be in good health. His essence is slightly frayed, the sort of damage you'd associate with standard data attack. Otherwise, he appears to be more or less intact. You do, however, detect a faint tinge of discoloration on the periphery of his aura. A chronic illness might darken an aura in this way, but you've never seen anything quite like this before. Having seen what there is to see, your third eye slides shut again. Ma is aware that you've sensed him, he doesn't show it. I've heard about your accident. How did it happen? He sighs. It seems as though that's all everyone wants to hear about these days. To be honest, I'm getting rather tired of repeating the story. Suffice it to say, delivery truck, a drone, experienced a glitch and ran a red light. If it hadn't hit me, it would have hit someone else. Did the police discover anything unusual? Not really. Apparently, the latest software update to the truck had gotten corrupted, but that was all they found. It was shocking to discover that the delivery company missed the glitch. I suppose that it's a mistake anyone could have made, and certainly not enough to point to any one person. The biotech. I heard you made a new friend while you were in the hospital. Yes, Miss Peng. She is quite an admirer of Promises in Moonlight. She kept my spirits up as I was recovering from the accident. What line of work is she in? She's independently wealthy. I believe that she was an early investor in Eastern Tiger during their expansion several years ago. I don't want to be too nosy with him, so thanks for your talking with me, Mr. Ma. Maybe I should ask about the expense. It's I found it usually it's bad manners to talk about costs in these type of situations, but might as well ask. You were discharged, I mean, because the recovery is noticeable and unprecedented in a way, so maybe I wouldn't include the cost aspect, but you were discharged from the hospital pretty quickly after your accident. Not especially. Guangzhou's hospitals are top tier. Confidentially, my rapid recovery mostly came down to luck. The accident could have been a lot worse than it was. I owe Eurocar a lot of thanks for their safety features. Yeah, thanks for your time. At least we know we've we've narrowed down the search. What information to go after? Hmm. I've got some questions about Neville Ma. Heard of him? His expression in the clouds. Certainly, everyone knows Mr. Ma. What kind of guy is he? Between you and me, he's difficult, which is putting it lightly. Man runs the staff ragged. He jerks his thumbs in the direction of the veranda. That's his party up there. Richies like him love to display their wealth. Sounds like you have some stories. He lowers his voice. Like you wouldn't believe. He once made a handful of us walk all the way out to Shek-O to fetch dumplings for his guests. It was pouring out with wind blowing around 50 kilometers per hour, practically a death march in that weather. Why didn't the kitchen here make Ma some dumplings? Ma said the kitchen dumplings weren't good enough, called them peasant food in front of all his guests. Chef Kang was furious, of course, but since Ma's rich, hotel management told us to give him whatever he wanted. By the time we got back from Shrek O, the dumplings were cold, the party was over, and Ma had retired to his suite with a pair of starlets. We had to pay for those dumplings out of our own damn pockets. A couple days later, Kevin came down with pneumonia from the trip. Was his job over it. And that's just one of our experiences with him. Needless to say, no one here is a fan of the man, but we're paid to serve the tenants here, so that's what we do. It's a living. About the money problems. Yeah, what about them? Not yet. We can buy access to the penthouse apartment. I can see maybe we can get access without paying. I mean, we can probably afford it. I think I have money. Yeah, but why would we if we don't have to? Isabel, system trace, only 30. Hotel data core. Ooh, blocker IC rating 7. If we try to force this, it's an immediate alert. Time 35 seconds. Fuck. What? Welcome to the Repulse Bay Central Data Hub. Please state query. Other records. Maintenance logs. Reams of data flood the screen, everything organized by the way of reference numbers. It's an incredibly obtuse and confusing system. Without knowing what number to search for, there's little of value to see here. Okay. Other records. Events. One event found. Yellow strings for film private party. Mezzanine level front desk. Indicates 6 unclaimed invitations. Download invitation. Sure. Planned expansion. You download a series of files detailing expansion plans for the hotel ground floor. This might be valuable to local construction firms. Area. Neville Mob. Ma Neville, resident, penthouse, apartment number 2. Expand query. Floor code. 1635. Other records. Maybe we should try to buy information from the waiter. No. Not yet. Suits. Rows and rows of finely tailored suits, custom shoes, various accessories fill the room. Liquor cabinet. The liquor cabinet is full of expensive wines and spirits. Several decanters sit atop it, but one in particular catches your eye. A bottle of brilliantly bright red wine. I will let it be for now. The opposite side of the living room is dominated by a massive security door. It's much heavier than the exterior apartment door and looks like a recent addition. The wall has clearly been reinforced to support it. A series of top-of-the-line commercial-grade maglocks hold the door sealed. It would be easier to tunnel through the wall than it would be to break through them. Cursory glance at the door frame reveals no sign of a keypad or a checkpoint. But you do see what appears to be an RFID reader. A 16-digit number has been stenciled into the side of the reader in red ink. This didn't come with the apartment. Why fortify an interior door like this? Probably to keep up appearances. Can you imagine how people would talk if he'd installed this thing in the hallway? Well, one thing is certain. We aren't getting through there without a key. Most likely that means that we will have to get one from Ma, or from one of his people. Ah, shucks. I guess we'll just have to go back to the party. I mean, that is the next logical step. Tell me we're going to the party. Let's keep looking around. We did get some kind of key code number, I guess. Maybe the maintenance can tell us more. Wonder what the wine is. The fact that it gives us a chance to sip it is suspicious. Let's see what the maintenance code does though. It seems still like a really odd thing for me to just go and drink other people's booze like that. We need to beat this thing again. Well, it wasn't super difficult the first time, I guess. You enter the number that was stenciled on the door. The system jogs for a moment, then the screen fills with data. Security door installation, Ma Neville. Keys issued. 3 of 3. 1. Ma Neville. 2. Wong Penelope. 3. Kang Victor. All keys claimed. Ma Wong Kang. Where's Kang? Can't talk to him anymore. Welcome back, Mr. Argyle. What do I owe the pleasure? How the hell am I gonna get the key from you? I was hoping you could help me, Penny. Do you have the key fob for Neville's security door? A quizzical look crosses her face. I do, but how do you know about that? Building management told me. They sent me down to see if I would bring them your fob. They needed to fix a glitch and they don't want to bother Mr. Ma. Oh, in that case, please take my key fob. Just bring it back when you're done, okay? She digs around her purse before producing a small plastic device and hands it to you. Thank you, Penny. You don't know how helpful you've been. Penelope beams at you. Always happy to help where Neville's concerned. Yeah, she's gonna get murdered thanks to this, but you know, why would I care? Well, she's an important star. She'll be used some way. Probably to earn more monies, but other than that, she'll probably be fine. As you approach the door, a light set into your key fob goes from red to green. There's a loud series of thunks, and the door slides open. A blast of frigid air floods into the room from the other side. Cypher. Oh shit, someone at the door got to it.